Okay, let's see. Keys, pistol, okay. Like that. Phone, flashlight, knives. Okay, got all that. Oh crap, my cat. What else am I forgetting? Oh, I forgot my chew. So that's everything I have today. Alright, well, let's see what's on Twitter. Nothing. Oh, that's interesting. Alright, well, either way. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. The Gray Man. What is the Gray Man? Well, everybody likes to talk about Gray Man concepts and blending into your territory, where you live. And for me, I call it my EDC kit, my everyday. So, for me, this would be normal attire. My old snowmobiling jacket, taking my cell phone with me, flashlight, I can get it to work. Sorry about the strobe. And my sidearm. You guys have seen it plenty of times. My sidearm, my keys. Something that I don't normally have on when I go out every day, but I'm going to start integrating more, is a tactical carrier. In this case, I just threw this on because, you know, with the way the world's going and the way things are going, why not? Why not have an extra level of protection? There's also the knives. I always carry 1 to 2 knives on me. That's part of my EDC kit. But what if you don't want to wear a carrier? Well, you can keep this in your car. And if you need to, you go to it. Let's get this off real quick. So, Gray Man in my area. Gray Man in my area looks much like this. Maybe try to move this back a little bit so you can see a little bit better. Much like this. Blue jeans, t-shirt. This is pretty much normal for my Gray Man area. This is pretty much normal for my area. But what if it's something different? My area, people wear camo. People dress up in camo. So let's show what that looks like. How about this look? Trumpet-tarn pants, my sidearm, my t-shirt, my multi-tarn druck hat. It's not an uncommon look out here. Maybe I just went out coyote hunting with my buddies and we just got back. Well, that wouldn't be uncommon to see. You know, guys dressed like this. Maybe I just got done with a shooting competition and I'm wearing a shooting competition shirt. Not impossible, not unusual out here. Guys are always wearing camo. Guys are always dressed in t-shirts and camo. Maybe I want to pair it with my plate carrier underneath a hoodie. Well, currently I don't have soft armor, so you guys are going to have to excuse me. I don't have soft armor plates like this, so I have my level 4s in here right now. So maybe I want to pair it with that underneath my old snowmobiling jacket. I used to snowmobile a lot. Or maybe I want to pair it underneath a Carhartt jacket. But what's more common to see? Well, guys dressed like this, that's pretty common. You can walk into any store here and see guys dressed in camo pants, camo hat, t-shirt. But what's another idea? Or perhaps your look is this. It's very common in my area. Once again, it's another t-shirt, blue jeans combo. T-shirt my daughter got me. Sidearm and a Trump hat. Pretty common in my area. It's not unusual to see guys walking around dressed like this. Guys going out and making their political affiliations known in my area. It's not so dangerous in my area. Maybe I'm going somewhere else. Well, maybe I changed to this. My Wastelander's hat. Love this hat, by the way. I wear it all the time. Or maybe I want to wear my camo hat. Or any combination of any of my baseball caps. The concept of gray man goes into blending in your surroundings. This is very common in my surroundings. But so is something like this. So, is it common to see somebody wearing a drop leg holster that's not in law enforcement or military? Yeah. Is it common to see OCP multicam pants? Absolutely, that's a normal thing. Somebody in a Mac Tools t-shirt. This is my old Mac Tools t-shirt. Yeah, this is pretty common. Camo hat, camo pants, t-shirt. Maybe I'm going to the range. Maybe I just got back from the range. Maybe I'm going out with my buddies coyote hunting again. Maybe I just got back. That's pretty common around here. So is, like I said, my Wastelander's hat. This would be common in my area for the gray man. Being able to blend in. Even seeing somebody, maybe something like this. Pair it with a camo jacket. This isn't uncommon. Same with pairing this with blue jeans. Wouldn't be uncommon to be seen around my area. And that's the concept of a gray man. Blending into your natural environment, blending into the general populace around you. Going out there, maybe it's hunting season, elk and deer season. You're ready to go hunting. It's not uncommon. It's certainly not something that wouldn't be seen as out of the ordinary in my area. So, like I said, this concept of the gray man, everybody talks about the gray man and the concept of the gray man. But the situation is, it depends on where you're at. It depends on your surroundings, the way everybody dresses, the way everybody carries. Maybe 50 miles down the road, this wouldn't be appropriate, but my blue jeans and my t-shirt is. Even my drop light would still be appropriate because I live in a free state. Open and concealed carry, a constitutional carry state. Maybe it's common to see somebody going to the range like this. I see this all the time, this combination. I see guys in full camo going to the range all the time. I see guys wearing plate carriers, wearing chest rigs. I've seen guys walk into the gas station with their sidearm on and a chest rig on, full of magazines. It's not uncommon to see things like this in my area, is what I'm getting at. But you need to look at your area. If you live in the Pacific Northwest, this would be seen as more of a threat. It'd be not seen as common. If you live down south, it might be, instead of multicam, you might see people dressed in mossy oak camo. It's typical for people to want to blend in and look like they belong in that area. If it was an SHTF scenario and I'm going out there and it's full-blown SHTF without WROL, I'm not going to be dressed just like this. I'm obviously going to be fully kitted up. I know that makes me a bigger target, it makes me an easy target, but I'm also not going to be in my urban area. If I'm in my urban area, I am going to go something more to the blue jeans, sidearm, and hidden plate carrier. Wearing my plate carrier under my armor. Wearing my plate carrier under my jacket. I'm not going to go out there fully ready, depending on the situation. Obviously, situational awareness and situationally dependent. But, again, going gray man in my area, this is gray man. This is common. You know? Wearing multicam, sidearm. Maybe it's my other holster that I previously had on. The concept is to blend into your surroundings and blend into what everybody else is wearing and what's normal. What wouldn't look out of the ordinary. What wouldn't look out of the ordinary here is different than what wouldn't look out of the ordinary in, say, Denver. Or, you know, Billings, Montana. Or, I mean, I'm just speaking of areas around me, cities around me. Maybe Portland, Oregon. Maybe Seattle, Washington. This is considered out of the ordinary. Seeing somebody like this paints a target on your back. But like I said, in my area, in my general surrounding areas, most of the areas that I travel to, this is pretty common. Something like this is not seen out of the ordinary. Yeah, sure, the multicam pants might draw attention, but maybe instead of multicam, I'm wearing these. Or the old UCPs. Or a commercially available camo. Something like the Rothko Total Terrain camo. Maybe I'm wearing these. Or maybe I'm wearing just my blue jeans. Once again, it's situationally dependent, and it depends on the area you're in. Seeing different camo patterns around my area is not seen out of the ordinary. Seeing guys dressed with multicam, UCP, something like this, Flecktarn, or Vustentarn, or as it's commonly called, Troppentarn, or blue jeans, be it Wranglers, Levi's, Riggs, it doesn't matter. So my comment on this, and a lot of people have made these videos before about the gray man and the comments on the gray man, and they put their own take on the gray man. Maybe flannel is more acceptable in the area you're in. Well, here, it's not so acceptable, but there are still people that wear it. But that kind of puts eyes on you more here. Seeing someone wearing flannel here would put eyes on you more. Makes you stick out a little bit more. Something like this doesn't make me stick out. People don't look twice at me. Just like again, this t-shirt, my blue jeans, people don't think twice. They don't look at me. My baseball cap, be it this cap, or this cap. People don't look at me twice. And that's the concept of the gray man, is blending into your surroundings and blending into what the general populace sees. I mean, maybe this is concealed, hidden underneath a jacket, hidden underneath a hoodie. I won't be putting on one of my hoodies to show that, because my hoodies are my work hoodies. They have my company logo, and I just don't want to do that. But maybe this is common for you, or maybe it's not. So the idea, again, is for you to think about what is the gray man, what would a gray man idea be in your area? Would it be this? Would it be multiple other versions of what I've shown you, which is just variations of this? Or would it be something completely different? So the idea behind it is blending in. Blending into the people around you, blending into the general public, and not sticking out like a sore thumb. Like I said, this is my EDC. I'll go out in public like this, nobody cares. I'll go out in public in my blue jeans like this, nobody cares. I'll go out in my Troppentarn pants, nobody cares. I might throw on a tactical shirt, nobody cares. Throw on a BDU top, nobody cares. Throw on my Flecktarn jackets, nobody cares. So now that's why I leave it up to you. Look at the people around you and the area around you. Maybe maybe it's more lean towards blue jeans. Maybe it's more lean towards dress clothes. That's not uncommon. Maybe it more leans towards cowboy attire. You know, cowboy hat, Wranglers, and t-shirts like this. Maybe it leans towards flannel. Maybe it leans... It all depends on your situation. There are so many different multiple variations of wearing a gray man outfit that people tend to forget that not everybody's area is the same. People will argue with you, people will struggle with the concept of the gray man and the concept in your area. And you might struggle with it. What's acceptable for you to wear might stick out like a sore thumb in another area if you're trying to go somewhere else. So I want to leave it to you deciding on how to set up your gray man set. How to set up your kit, your EDC, your gray man, your whatever you want to call it. Your normal everyday clothing. That decision is upon you and upon you only. And only you can make that decision and that determination by looking around at the people around you. Looking how the general populace dresses. Looking how you dress every day. If it's out of the ordinary for you to be seen in camo pants rather than blue jeans or dress slacks or in a t-shirt like this, then it's out of the ordinary for your area. If you feel self-conscious about wearing something like this, going out in public, then maybe it's not appropriate to wear that in your area. Maybe blue jeans are more appropriate for your area. They're pretty much socially acceptable everywhere. Although, again, a lot of this is socially acceptable everywhere. So, again, I want to leave it to you that if you're going to go with the gray man set and blend into the general populace, I recommend doing something like this. And even, like I said, perhaps even integrating a tactical carrier or integrating a soft armor undercarrier. It might not be uncommon. If you're wearing a jacket and it's not really noticeable, or you're wearing a hoodie and it's not noticeable, it wouldn't be uncommon then. Or it would be uncommon, but if it's not seen and you're seen in your regular attire, then it's not uncommon. But again, that's my concept of the gray man. What my general area dictates for the gray man is stuff like this. So as always, guys, this has been Stag with Wolf and Stag Wastelanders. I've been saying for the last few videos, I hope not to see you in the wasteland. Being that it is 2024 and things are happening, I want you guys to remember to always be ready, always be aware, always be kitted, and I really do hope not to have to see you in the wasteland. I hope to just be able to see you walking around in the general public and what makes you comfortable. So once again, guys, like our videos, subscribe, hit a thumbs up, hopefully, so we can get the YouTube algorithm going. And let's think about the general concepts that we have, and let's think about this. So once again, guys, this has been Stag with Wolf and Stag Wastelanders. I'm not wolfing, and I hope not to have to see you in the wasteland.